Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the North Star State, where the sounds of the Yammer horn and the Skol chant echo throughout U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the Vikings first down.
To the right goes Mason. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To the air with McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. Let's go now.
Mason going to get it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 44.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That's to the sideline and incomplete. You talk about these Lions defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Joseph on the coverage.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings nothing.
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone to last him the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 20-yard line.
A handoff to start the drive. Mason. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's McCarthy. Open man is Myers. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
2nd and 5. At the 37.
Draw play. Mason. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
He's brought down
in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drive anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple.
Vikings 12-yard line.
Off the option, here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third down at 6. Here's Goff. That's held in by St. Brown over the middle. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
It's 4th down.
Bates' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Huh. 18 Cardinal.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
At the 28-yard
McCarthy,
line.
he'll set to throw it. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. McCarthy operating from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
The Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was tackled at
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Addison will go in motion left. And they'll go again with Mason. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not many promotions yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A little juke. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Lions
now it's gone.
First down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Lions sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
That's good.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he returns this to the 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnes able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, it's Mason. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Goff. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gibbs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So halftime straight. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions
Gibbs straight ahead. And this one not going anywhere. They get it at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run for Gibbs here. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
Out of the gun, Goff. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting, pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
At the 18-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And a quick throw here that's complete. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
St. Brown. A gain of 9 on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
He was taken
On 4th down on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
It's now 4th.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring sixes, not threes. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's got room. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Tui got in and dropped it.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 35-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Addison will go in motion left. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Under pressure. And they get to it. Derek Barnes able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
I'm not sure if we got a little sloppy with the mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll hand it to Mason. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23.
Right back to Mason. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Throwing is McCarthy. A dump off for Mason. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
To the air with McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He'll try to do it himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. drive together. Here's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time. Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On the set. Let's go now.
Here's McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings
working out of the gun is McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. Their second back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
36-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And the Vikings.
McCarthy gets up to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed it. Incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Here we go, sack. Panthers.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be third and goal. The Vikings on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is third and goal. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, that is incomplete. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. These two teams had met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26. 94 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A gain of 9 brings up third and
on third down, here's Gibbs. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's third and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third.
McCarthy operating from the gun to Jefferson on the slant. And he will have the Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down.
On play action, now McCarthy. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
DJ Reed there defensively.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he'll tuck this and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Recovered by the Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lions, first down.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
First down, Detroit.
Hand off down to Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
18-yard line.
A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Catch made by the running back, Aaron Jones. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
now McCarthy.
line.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. McCarthy. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Vikings going to use their third and final timeout.
13 yards.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Detroit, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
So try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When was the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the hearts